G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? We're back in the Star Wars The Old Republic on our Imperial Agent. Got a holo communication. Sanagu's parting words. You received an unexpected call from aristocrat Saganu after delivering the Starbreaster Hunter. Access your personal hologram and see what he has to say.
Agent, I hope this recorded message finds you well. This is Aristocrat Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. I never got the chance to see you off Hoth. Understandable, things were hectic. But you represent the future of the Chiss Ascendancy, and that will not go unrecognized. I pronounce you Merit Adoptive of House Miorani, my house. It is the least I can do to honor you. Fight well, my friend. Saganu out.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that. I gotta travel to Quesh. Before we do that, you know what? I think it's time to go around and have a chat to our buddies, because I could see a whole bunch of people wanting to talk to us. Let's start at the top over here with our latest Raina Temple.
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
You're embarking on a new career. No nostalgia for your old life?
None, sir. If I'm here, I intend to commit myself. I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
As part of my crew, you have my protection.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
Just give her a lightsaber, come on. Give her a lightsaber, see what she can do. She make a bit of electricity, maybe a little sparkles. A couple sparkles from the hands. Dr. Loken.
Cypher, I finished unpacking the last of my equipment. Between your ship's onboard systems and my custom apparatus, you'll soon have the finest in-flight laboratory in the sector.
You'll make us the envy of the fleet.
Then I'll refrain from publicizing it. Officially, of course, I'm in semi-retirement, monitoring background radiation somewhere in the Zetan wastes. Unofficially, I'm very much looking forward to traveling with you.
What exactly is your position in Imperial intelligence?
Let's just say the current administration is happy that I'm off Drummond Cass. But they're willing to turn a blind eye. Should you need anything from me, you only have to ask. Although if you want my genetic code rewritten, let me know before we leave the ship.
Make sure I'm in the loop on your work. Otherwise, no immediate requests.
Of course, this is going to be invigorating for both of us. Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejarik player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
By all means, continue.
I wouldn't want to take your time, but Master Vector, we should talk again.
Of course, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaliyo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
You sound like you've thought about this.
I confess it had crossed my mind. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
Another time is now, it looks like.
My good friend, allow an old man some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence. Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cypher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
You have my sympathies, Doctor.
No need for that. It has been 30 years. But I like to pay my respects. Cypher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
Were you partners?
I was technical advisor on several of his assignments, and we shared a taste in Mirialan cuisine. Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few ciphers survive past year 5?
The odds aren't good for any of us.
Quite so.
I admire the line you walk between obedience and ingenuity. Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies.
Be careful not to end up without recourse.
There's some truth there, I'll admit. We'll see what happens.
Friendly advice from one who knows. I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
Righto, Doc. Okay, so Kaliyo's got something to say to us too. Let's leave Kaliyo to last. Let's go and talk to Vector.
Last night, we ate our first ration bar since leaving the nest. We savored the flavor for 2 hours. We could taste every nutrient, every chemical compound and trace of foil. Do you know what joining the Kiliks does to a person's senses?
No. But shouldn't you have noticed months ago?
All we ate in the nest was membrosia. This is something new. Thank you. But we did have something more serious to discuss. How do you see our role as an operative on your team?
You're a capable partner, and I value your input.
And our skill set? Keeper described us as a covert assault agent. Our role as Dawn Herald gives us that capacity. We just don't know if that's the only reason we're here, or if it should be.
You have abilities I don't, as does your nest. We should use them.
We see. We'll give that due consideration. Thank you for your help, Agent. Agent, we hope you don't mind, but we were wondering something. Do you have a family? Siblings, a wife, people to go home to after a mission?
Not much room for that in our line of work.
We suppose not. We're just trying to understand how anyone in this job keeps a tether to the real world. None of us can exist in isolation forever.
Eventually, violence and deceit become second nature. This becomes your real world.
Maybe it shouldn't, Agent. And maybe you should find another way before it does. Then again, we're new here. Apologies.
But if I do that, I won't be an Imperial Agent anymore.
You wanted to talk?
Yes. The suns are warmer here. Nothing that smells so green when the gamma bursts come. Even the song can rest. We must go. Auras mingle. Apologies, Agent. Emissaries from our nest. They stowed away aboard the ship and have accompanied us since we left Alderaan. They're becoming quite sociable.
I don't see a swarm around you. Can they turn invisible?
No, but they can grow very large or very small. These live within our flesh. The Kiliks of Alderaan know little of the galaxy, only what they absorb through joiners. Our journey teaches them a great deal, but there is something that intrigues us, intrigues the nest. The fate of our lost kin.
What lost kin?
Alderaan has only a handful of nests, sleeping beneath the castle lands and awakening every few centuries. The other Kiliks migrated off-world millennia ago. No one knows what became of them, or whether they survived. But the migration is a primal memory. We miss them.
If the Citadel has any record of Kilik encounters, we can find out.
We appreciate that, Agent. It may help. We don't know if it's truly important to find them, but as Dawn Herald, we'll be watching.
More to say, Victor.
I've
Okay.
been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dart ship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration, when the lost nests departed Alderaan.
What was the point of the migration? Why did so many Kiliks leave?
That we don't remember. Resources, perhaps? But there's something else. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the Lost One's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Kiliks.
I don't see any harm in that.
It's been millennia since the migration, and we doubt we'll see more than dust or petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
I'll be here when you're done. Take care of yourself.
And you.
So, you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Kiliks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
I know this isn't the end you were hoping for.
We forged a connection to the lost colony. Even if we didn't find it, this means a great deal. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
Maybe you should handle this.
Daizana of Lese. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Kiliks will dance and sing tonight.
She seems to like you, Vector.
She is a joiner, Agent. It's how we are.
Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lese shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I think I'd just get in your way, but enjoy yourself.
We'll see you shortly, then.
Come, we begin.
You've brought together an ancient people. It is a great gift. We hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and we are at peace.
I'm glad you're in high spirits. Call it a day, then.
Agreed, Agent. Agent, we've had time to think since reuniting the Kilik colony. Not that our work hasn't kept us busy, but we didn't actually thank you for allowing our pilgrimage. You should come with us next time.
We'll pack some rations and go sightseeing on strange planets. Just say when.
We're glad to have friends with a sense of adventure. In any case, we should get back to work. We promised Kaliyo we'd keep the hatchlings away from her quarters, which means some training is in order.
Kaliyo hasn't said much about you. Everything going all right?
After some early missteps, we're learning to tolerate one another. We no longer invite her to Dejaric games. She no longer spits in our tea. Give us a few months. We've negotiated with worse.
How are things, Vector?
Agent, when we communed with the other nests, we saw a force for change in the galaxy. There are kiliks as large as starships and as small as mites, joiners from 100 species on 1,000 worlds. We mean to report on the kilik colony to the diplomatic service.
The kiliks are a force to be reckoned with, and the Empire should know.
If the service can make entreaties to the colony, if we make them an ally, we'll have a foothold in the unknown regions. We'd have access to kilik craftsmanship, joiner information. Even without their military support, they would be invaluable.
What would an Imperial Kilik alliance take?
We've outlined a proposal. The kiliks want peace and resources, and the Empire can offer both. And if the Empire doesn't make allies of the kiliks, someone else may get to them first.
However I can assist, say the word.
We'd ask you to sign off on the report. Other than that, we'll keep your offer in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Let's go and talk to Kaliyo now.
Hey, I'm worried your shooting's a little off. All that tech stuff weighing you down. But I'll make you a deal. You and me find a spot to practice, I'll help you out of your rut. No charge.
I can spare some time. Let's see what you can teach me.
Not more than you'll bother learning. Okay. As good as you are, someday someone's gonna smack you from behind while you're lining up a shot. Might even be me. Last time I felt like this was playing anarchist on Brental. My exes are gone, and I'm a free woman.
What does a free woman do with herself?
Well, I've got a lot of options. Might be time to move on. I could go after a big score, try something other than spy games. You could come with me.
You're not bad company, and I could use a change of pace.
Yeah. You and me traveling the galaxy. Doing something. Getting into trouble. Haven't worked it out past that, but I'll let you know. So, here's what I figure. Every morning you get up, you exercise, you check your gear, you do your thing to prep. You've got flowcharts tattooed on your eyelids. Me, I'm lucky when I don't crawl out of bed drooling on the floor. How is it I keep up with you? Am I just that good, or does dirty fighting beat training after all?
Trust me, it's not training and discipline that gets me by.
Maybe. I'm still not convinced. Admit it. We're a good team. You with the gimmicks and me with the rough stuff. We're not tripping over each other anymore. Took a while, but you and me, we're a synced-up death machine.
Give us a few more years, we'll be taking out star cruisers.
You set up the shot, I'll take it, Agent.
Oh, Kaliyo and I are best friends.
Hello, Kaliyo. What's going on?
Hey, so I've been thinking, with all the stuff I've told you about my past, we ever talk about the brental anarchists?
You've mentioned their existence and that you worked with them. No details.
Then here's a morsel for you. We were the Revolutionary Edge Brigade. So was probably me and a dozen other guys. We blew up hollow relays, robbed banks, kidnapped politicos and corporate honchos. Did a lot of damage.
You never struck me as especially political. Why'd you join the anarchists?
Kind of an accident. I started with the local gangs. Someone saw my potential. I wasn't really in it for the philosophy. Even so, there's times I look at who we work for now and, well, I never thought I'd end up helping a bunch of dictators, you know?
Dreams can be very different from reality.
Hey, you probably got it worse than me. Thing is, I'm actually pretty content. I've got money, company's decent. Even your squad's growing on me. Hypocrisy's a funny thing. See you around, Agent.
I hope I'm not prying. I overheard a bit of your conversation and couldn't help but wonder, have you noticed anything unusual about Kaliyo's behavior lately?
I'm not sure why you're asking.
Make no mistake, she seems perfectly ordinary to me.
However, I've noticed some encoded messages broadcast to and from the ship. Kaliyo has access to the relay, and I'm trying to assess all possibilities.
If you think she's up to something, talk to her, not me.
Why, I'm not accusing her of anything. Merely gathering pieces of the puzzle. And should the whole picture become apparent to me, I assure you I'll share it.
Nothing's wrong, Kaliyo. She's just good. We're just good buddies, that's all.
Look, I'm sorry to dump this on you, but you're gonna need to live without me for a little while. It'll be quick, but I need time off to wrap up some personal things.
It's a little sudden, isn't it? What's going on?
Nothing big, just some private stuff.
And I was worried I'd miss your departure. Kaliyo, we've had our differences, but I wanted to wish you the best of luck. I'm sure the Wheezer and his Revolutionary Edge Brigade will be delighted to have you back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you would permit this, though. Letting Kaliyo see her old anarchist friends must violate any number of Imperial regulations.
Clearly I haven't been filled in.
I've traced encoded messages sent from this ship to the leader of the Brental anarchists.
Look, it's not what you think. The Wheezer got in touch, said he needed help. Didn't say why, but I figure security's cracking down on the cell again.
This man leads your old anarchist group?
He's one of the guys who started it. He taught me everything.
He's hit mostly corporate targets, but Imperial assets seem fair game for the REB as well, just less convenient.
The Wheezer was good to me, so I thought I'd lend a hand. I didn't want to get anyone killed. I wanted to protect you. If you don't trust me, come back with me and watch my back. We'll buy him off somehow. Might actually survive that way.
All you had to do was ask.
Thank you. I'll get in touch with him. One call to set up the meeting.
I'll leave you to your work.
We're all set. The Wheezer will meet us at the Hutta spaceport. Just try to make this go without a fight. I don't need to lose either of you.
Go to Hutta? Okay. But she's got more to say. Do we talk? Or do I go to Hutta? What? Which one are we doing? Okay. We go to Hutta, we have a talk. Go to Hutta? Let's go to Hutta. Let's go to Hutta. Okay. Whoops. So let's go from here to Hutta, which of course is here. Travel now. Alright, here we are in Hutta. Meet Wheezer at the spaceport. The anarchist leader, called the Wheezer, has been in secret contact with Kaliyo, looking for her help. You agreed to accompany her to meet the man in person. Use your ships, yep. Okay, we've done that. Also, it is level 42. And we are, of course, level 35, so this should be fun. Just up ahead, but I do have Kaliyo with me, so that's something.
Remember, we're not here to make trouble. You start something, I get unhappy.
Kaliyo, of all the gifts you've sent to me, this is truly the finest. An agent of Imperial intelligence. How marvelous.
Kaliyo said you needed help. We're willing to work with you.
You believed her?
Wheezer.
Kaliyo has been selling information to the Revolutionary Edge Brigade ever since she joined the Empire.
What are you doing?
Imperial security data, spaceport blueprints, the names of powerful people, useful things. But now, she's gone beyond the call of duty.
Beyond the call of duty how?
By delivering you, of course.
Shut up. This wasn't what we agreed to.
Why bother keeping it private when your associate dies anyway? He's more useful dead than alive. His hands and eyes can get us through biometric security scans.
This isn't a harvest job.
Then I apologize for misreading our agreement, but this is too promising an opportunity to pass up.
I don't want to fight you. I know Kaliyo doesn't either. We can help each other.
I do not bargain with the enemy.
Damn you, Agent. And damn you, Weezer, for making me do this.
No mercy.
What? Damn me? I didn't do anything.
All right, make me look good.
I'm here to help out. And laugh and giggle. Done and done. Let's see. Oh, I can't get this again. He somehow went through the table.
I'm disappointed with you, Kaliyo. You were never a believer, but siding with the Empire?
I didn't want to pick a side. So yeah, I sold him a few secrets. He paid better than you do, and it's not like I got you in trouble.
Why did you pick a side?
He promised he'd keep our deal quiet. If you lied to me, you'd be the one dead. But look, you don't need to worry. I didn't talk about the missions. I'm not stupid. He was into bombing spaceports and raiding transports, not espionage and conspiracies.
I've dedicated my life to this work. Selling Imperial secrets. It can't continue.
Meaning what? You should know by now that I am never going to care about the Empire. Not like you do. Not at all.
I'm not asking you to change, but we're partners. We're supposed to rely on each other. If you don't care about the Empire, care about that.
I do. I like working with you. You know how it is. I'll try. Guess we'll see how it goes.
Kaliyo. Okay. Level 36, thank you very much. It actually wasn't a higher level character, he was just level 10. A level 10 thug. Alright, so we go back to the ship, then we go to Quesh. In fact, we might even have to have a chattor on the ship, so let's do that first.
You smell like sweat and plasma burns. I like it. How long have we got to ourselves? You know, before duty calls, the world goes to hell, all that.
There's no rush to get back to work. No more than usual, anyway.
Oh, a little rush could feel good. You've been working hard, I've been working hard. We're both keyed up. I was thinking we could slip off the ship and celebrate your birthday.
Last I checked, it's not my birthday.
It's not my birthday either. Guess we'll have to slack off without an excuse. This could be a very good night for you, Agent.
Well, I'm sure we can find something worth celebrating.
Say it with me. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you in this job.
You're the best thing that ever happened. And I'm not about to forget.
Good boy. But for now, I'm wiped. Let's find someone to shoot.
What? What just happened?
You wanted to talk?
Hey, you're looking nice. Can we do this a little later? I've got something going on.
Anything I should know about?
Nope. Everything's good.
Kaliyo, why don't we go back to my place? It's a lot warmer than... Oh.
Get out of here, Devin.
It's Dibben.
Out.
No need to hurry out. It's good to meet you, Dibben.
You too. Look, she said it was her ship. I don't want to cause problems, so I'll just go.
Sorry, he's just a guy. I think he's a dock worker or something. I found him the other night. We had a few drinks and I brought him here. Not a big deal, okay?
If it's not a big deal, you could have been up front.
Sorry, I didn't want you to know. Figured you'd get all possessive like we bonded for life. If you've got a problem, deal with it. I don't owe you anything.
I never said you owed me. I don't think I suggested it.
So what then? You're just gonna stand there? This is stupid, Agent. I'm gonna have a shower.
That's all right. You know, okay. All right, I see how it is. Anyway, where are we going? We're going to Quesh. Let's get flying. The Shadow Arsenal. Travel now.
Begin encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. We don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
It's been much too long, Keeper. Things aren't easy, but I'm still with the SIS.
I wouldn't expect any less, but that wasn't my concern. I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cipher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
It won't be much longer, I promise.
Your job is to learn what the SAS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Koth. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep it out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.